I was smoking quite a lot of cannabis, up to 20–30 pound a day. It was getting quite out of hand, and because I have a young boy, I wanted to get off the cannabis to support my young boy as well. When I was in a bad mood, it used to, like I said, chill me out, but it didn't really affect me, to be honest. I've been smoking it for that long. I just smoke more and more to try and get that hit. It's about 20–30 pound a day, so it was quite a big deal. A good friend of mine, Jimmy Swain, I spoke to him and he says he got hypnotised by David Kilmurry, and I kept in touch with him. He said he was doing quite well, so I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. So I contacted Dave to stop smoking cannabis, basically, and fair play to him. He succeeded. The hypnotherapy was mad. It was mad. But when I come out of David Kilmurry's office, my mind was set, I'm not smoking cannabis again. So, I have wanted to, don't get me wrong. I have had the urges, but I've bypassed them urges. I'll come to some boxing. So boxing keeps me going now. Well, the change now is I'm eating a lot more. Feel a lot better, more energy. I've got more whereabouts about me. So in all general, I just feel a hell of a lot better. She's happy that I gave it up because it was actually on her birthday I gave it up. So that was like a little birthday present to her as well. I would highly recommend it. I would. If anyone's got a problem with smoking cannabis and you want to stop, get in touch with Dave. He'll quite happily help you out.
Hi, my name is Russell Mason, boxer and bare knuckle boxer. Basically, my year this year, at the start of the year, I had absolutely everything. Everything was going for me. Everything that I did have, however, I lost. I lost in a big way. I let everything get to me, far too much get to me, and I ended up taking a big overdose, and I ended up in hospital. Luckily, my family turned up to hospital to visit me, and I actually started to realise what I did have left in my life. Shortly due to this, about a month after I was in hospital, I actually took my first bare knuckle boxing fight, which I won. And what I've done with boxing, I've always been a competitive boxer throughout my life. What I've done with boxing and exercise is I've used it to my benefit to pull me out, and use a positive to pull me out of my depression. And when I get all these bad thoughts, what I tend to do is train, release the endorphins, release the good feelings about my body. So I've used boxing as a positive. I know it can be seen as an aggressive sport, but it's a very demanding sport. It takes a lot of mental strength and a lot of your time. You know, I'm so glad I did it, because when I look back when I was in hospital, sometimes we can have these bad thoughts, but when you get through them, you've got so much to live for. What you need to do in life is focus on the positive and forget about all the negative. Thank you.
And I'm very proud to have my good friend now, Barry McAdam, who's come through the doors. He came in initially struggling with cannabis addiction on the recommendation of his good friend as well, who came through the doors to become a happy ex-smoker. Cannabis, I'm not anti-cannabis, I'm anti-addiction myself, and I don't like the way that it takes your energy levels down and stops you from achieving. And also, something a little bit more important as well, men's health in general, which is a problem, I think. Men's mental health and the stigma attached to going out there and looking for therapy and actually saying, do you know what, I'd like to develop myself in some way, shape or form. Us gents, we tend to keep it to ourselves. We struggle, we suffer with it, we keep it upstairs, and it's in a way it's like having brain damage when we've got an issue. And I know myself have gone through whatever I've gone through in my past, and that's helped to give me kind of brain issues at some point. I know the value in letting go, the value in talking and communicating. I'm very proud of Barry. I'm very proud of Russell as well. And everybody that sort of jumps in and says, do you know what, actually, I'm going to address this issue. It's personal development. It doesn't mean you've got something wrong with you. It means that you've something right with you, because you're saying, do you know what, I address this, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to achieve something. Barry has definitely achieved. Suicide is a massive issue. It's affected me personally. A number of my friends, including two of my wonderful friends from school who are brothers recently, both within a year of each other committed suicide. Men's mental health needs to be addressed. Men's mental health needs to be looked at. I'm passionate to help people to develop and also to embrace